hope this evening I have shown you my dedication to education and students. I would like to finish by telling you my key priorities. Class size. Currently, the class size at upper elementary classrooms is 35 students to 1 teacher. That is extremely high. Combination classes. A combination class is a class that has 2 different grade levels, 1 teacher teaching, and in the same classroom all year long. That is very difficult. I know that firsthand because I taught a 4th grade and a 5th grade convocation last year. I would ask, as a board member, is there a reason why we have the combination classes, or is there other alternatives? Extracurricular activities. I believe that there should be music more evident in the elementary classrooms. Field trips. At this time, Roland has field trips for a select group or a grade level. I believe that we should have more field trips for all grade levels to enhance their education at Roland Unified. A former student of mine wrote me a letter and said he never thought about going to college until I took him on a field trip to UCLA when he was in 5th grade. Today, he is an engineer. I also wanted to talk about declining enrollment, but because of time, I won't be able to. I want to say that I promise to vote and always have the students first in mind. Whatever's best for the students, that's how I will vote. I promise to do a very good job and make you proud that you voted for me. I remember on November 3rd to vote for Donna Friedman, teacher, educator, serving students like ours for almost 36 years. Thank you.
On the line, so Susan too. We can spend hours and hours, meeting after meetings, to discuss, sitting here to discuss the problem in your school district. But the real question is, when are we going to make the changes? Are we ready to stand out and to do the actions? Or are we going to be just still waiting for a miracle to strike? As an immigrant, I understand how important a good school system is to our next generation and to our community. With my expertise in communication, negotiation, and problem solving, I'll be able to work with community to create the communication channel between school district and community, and work with others to monitor, make sure the allocation of our resources are put into the right places. I believe in people and teamwork. In order to improve our school system and to increase our community value, we need all of your support and involvement in order to make it happen. I'm not a politician or speaker. I'm just a mother who cares enough, willing to contribute my time and experiences to make the changes, and putting all my heart in serving our community. I want to hear someday, after years of graduation, our students will still be proud of to say, I graduated from Roland Unified School District. Thank you.
You know, I'm not going into this really being naive, because one of the things that we're all talking about is our experience. But what we're losing is a tremendous amount of experience over here that Heidi had given the district. And none of us will be able to replace that from day one. We're going to have to gain our own experience in our own ways. And that's going to be very difficult. But I feel that I have a background that will enable me to start that process. One is being a personnel commissioner, I think has really helped me understand the school system, both the certificated and the classified, from a point of view of the employees that are concerned. Being in risk management and performance improvements, give me an understanding of process on how everything that you do is a process, whether it be in business, school, or whatever. And it's taught me how to understand processes and how to look at them in an analytical way and find out ways to improve them. But most importantly of all, going door to door, knocking on doors. I've never done that before. And it's really been an experience for me, going to the different neighborhoods in the Roland Unified School District and talking to people and seeing what they're thinking, what they're doing, and what their concerns are. And it's really been an eye-opener to me. I've been in areas of Roland I'd never been into, and I've lived here since 1974. So that's really been an eye-opener, and one of the things that it's done is taught me that it's a bigger problem than I thought it was initially. The divide between the north and the southern side of Roland is huge, absolutely huge. And to solve that, it's going to take a while, and it's going to take a lot of experience, and it's going to take teamwork. Everybody here is talking about teamwork. And I think that's one of the most important things, that the board that we elect needs to be a team. If we're not a team, we're not going to be successful. We can't do this individually. We need to do this together. So when you vote upon those individuals that you think can work together, that have a history of cooperation, that can work as a team. Remember, you have 2 votes in this election, not 1, but 2. I'm asking you for 1 vote. The other vote is up to you. Thank you.
Okay, folks, just a little recap on things. As Dave acknowledged, attitude is everything. And with the proper attitude, we can make the changes necessary to get the transparency that'll make the taxpayers and the parents, everyone in this district, willing to trust the district, something that has long been done. Also, we need a person such as myself. I have no strings tied to anybody. I don't owe anything to anyone except the taxpayers and the constituents of this district. And that's who I'm out there for, to get that trust back from them, because there are going to be some hard decisions. There is not enough money to do everything. Everybody's saying, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Everybody do anything they want if you have enough money. And to that extent, Diamond Bar is coming up with a $200 million bond issue. And you know how long they've been around and successful in their endeavors. And then we have to ask the hard questions. Why do we have 9 schools in program improvement? And some of them for an extensive long time. The hard questions that you need the analytic mind on persons who are not afraid to ask those questions, so that we can say, the people talking, and we want to get the best teachers. The best teachers are not going to come into a school where there's all this squabbling, a school system, and all this stuff over wages and so forth. And if you haven't got the facilities where they want to come to, and the attitude of the administration, so you're all part of a team, and you give that respect to everyone, the taxpayers and your staff and throughout, and we can make a dramatic improvement. And that's why, as an ER/ICU nurse, I make the critical decisions, and we have a district that has critical problems, and I'm just what the doctor ordered. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Humphries. Mrs. Judy. The reason I come out to running for the election, one of the reasons is that Roland has been going through so much in the past several years. The ups and downs and all the issues that all other candidates has brought out. And those issues need to be worked on. And that's the reason that I decided to run. This is an unfinished job. The district, we have new superintendent, we have new cabinets, most of them, and a lot of people are retired. And then the district and also has many issues. And the reason I come to run is I want to reunite Roland, different departments, different unions, different group of peoples, so we can work together, focus on our students. That's the reason I come out to run. And the issues of the ups and downs, the challenges that we have been facing in the past, there are reasons why it happens. If I get elected, and what I would like to do is, first I would like to set up the accountability, top down, from superintendent, from the board, superintendent, all the way to classified employees. I would like to hold everybody accountable accountable for whom? For our students. And the second thing is that transparency, communication go into hand to hand. And I believe that district has been working very hard. However, they have been lacking of communication. A lot of times we, among the board or among the cabinet, we talk about the plans, we talk about the visions, and then, but because we didn't, or it wasn't properly communicated to the communities, to the teachers, to the parties who were involved, that created a lot of confusions. And that's something that I would like to work on, improve the communication skills, and then in turn that we do have transparency. We don't have anything to hide, we don't have anything to hide, but we need to let the community know, let every party know what we try to do, what we have been doing. And that's the only way that you can put everybody together. You can rebuild the base, reconnect each people, and then put role and strategy back. People trust each other, focus on working, serving our students. Thank you.
How about a round of applause for all of our candidates here? Not easy being in the hot seat here, and they all did a wonderful job. I want to thank the Roland Heights Coordinating Council for the opportunity to be able to moderate this evening's event. This is highly educational for me to get to know all of you. Candidates, I hope you'll be able to stay around for a little while afterwards, so if members of the audience have specific questions, they can address them with you. With that, I'd like to say thank you once again, and Mr. Ebenkamp, any final words for you?
We're finishing a little early, so there will be time for you to talk to the candidates afterwards. I just want to remind everyone to pick up one of the yellow sheets over there. Don't forget about Nogales being closed. Otherwise, you're liable to drive down there and get stuck on it. Yeah, and also need to remind you about Buckboard Days Parade.